Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips for scheduling your day for success as a Muslim entrepreneur so that you're not just busy running around doing tasks, but you're actually productive and leveraging your time to drive results. Let's dive right in. All right, so tip number 1 is you have to wake up at the same time every single day. Now, I know that's sometimes inconvenient. You sometimes we're tired, we want to sleep in, you want to nap, but there's a few reasons why this is so important to really scheduling your day for success as a Muslim entrepreneur. Number 1 is that if you wake up at the same time every day, you can predict how to schedule your day in different tasks and at what time to schedule them. If you know that you wake up every day at 7 a.m., then you know that you can start work at 8 a.m. and at 8 a.m. you can schedule in a certain task, schedule another for 9 a.m. and then another for 10, and you have a stable schedule that you can rely upon and follow. But if you wake up one day at 8 a.m., one day at 11 a.m., one day you wake up at 6 a.m., you'll never be able to have a steady schedule and predict what tasks you're going to do, what activities you're going to work on. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 that you have to wake up at the same time every day is that it really stabilizes your circadian rhythm. Now what that means is circadian rhythm is essentially the different cycles that we go through as we sleep. As you're falling asleep, you're going to go through the REM stage, rapid eye movement, you're going to go through light sleep and deep sleep, and you kind of cycle through those stages throughout the night. Now, if you have a stable wake-up time every day, it allows your body to go through those cycles efficiently and really maximize the amount of time you spend in that deep sleep state. That really makes you feel refreshed, it makes you feel energized and ready to tackle the day and really get excited and motivated about it, right? And really bring your A game to your business. Tip number 2 is to create a morning routine. We all know that successful people are known for successful morning routines. So it's important for you to have some sort of morning routine that gets you in the vibe, that gets you going, and that really prepares you for a successful day as a Muslim entrepreneur. We all know that successful people like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Oprah, all have morning routines. And the reason why they do is because that's really your alone time. It's your me time. It's the time that you spend to recharge, to rejuvenate, to really have a full battery. So when you tackle your day, when you work on your business, you bring your best. You bring those ideas, you bring that level of energy, of excitement that's going to allow you to take your business to that next level. Tip number 3 is to start by scheduling in your non-negotiables. These are your big rocks. These are the tasks that you have to do every single day and you just can't avoid not doing them. As Muslim entrepreneurs, we know that we have to pray 5 times a day. And so if we don't schedule that in first, then it's going to be hard to schedule our other tasks and then try to squeeze in time for prayer. What you want to do is you want to schedule in your non-negotiables first. So those are your activities, your tasks that are simply non-negotiable, that you have to do every single day before you can work on something else. So you can start to schedule your day around, Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, and you put those into your schedule, and then you put in your tasks and your activities around those prayer times and around those essential tasks. Like for example, if you have to drive your kids to school, then that's what you're doing in the morning at a certain time. You schedule that in first before you can put in something else. If you know that you have to check in on your email inbox or your DMs every single morning to reply to your customers, to your clients, then you want to schedule that in first before you schedule in these extra activities, what you'll be working on for that specific day. So always start with your non-negotiables, the big rocks, before you put the smaller rocks into that bucket, which is your day. Tip number 4 is to get your biggest task out of the way first. This is really the task that you're dreading, the one that is going to take up the most energy, the most willpower, and it's really going to be the one that it's going to take a lot for you to do. That's why you should schedule first thing in the morning, because willpower is finite. So you want to take advantage of the fact that when you wake up, when you attack that first task in the morning, your willpower battery is at its fullest. So you can go ahead and do the hardest task, the biggest task first before moving on to easier tasks. And this is why billionaires like Steve Jobs wore the same clothes every day. The reason why they do that is because they don't have to think about what clothes they need to wear. They don't need to make that decision. They don't need to use their willpower for that. And so they're saving up their willpower for their tasks, for their activities that are related to their business, because willpower is finite. And Mark Twain famously says, eat a live frog and the rest of your day looks much better. What that means is if you start with your hardest task, if you start with eating a live frog in the morning, really that task that you're dreading, you know it's gonna take a lot of energy, it's gonna take a lot of willpower. If you start with that first, then these smaller tasks, they just become a lot easier and your day feels a lot easier too. And finally, tip number 5 is to always schedule your day the night before. Now, there's a few reasons that you should do this. Number 1 is that we talked about willpower, and we talked about how willpower is finite. Now, if you schedule your day the night before, it means when you wake up, you don't have to think about what you need to do on that day. You don't need to, work your brain to make those decisions and prioritize and decide, should I be working on this task versus that task? You do it the night before so that when you wake up, again, you have your full willpower battery, you have that full, bottle of, or bucket of energy, and you can tackle your day and just, start smashing right into your goals, right into your activities, and really focus on just doing the work and driving the results. So that's really important. And number 2, the reason why it's so important to schedule your day the night before is because it just helps give you that calmness, give you that peace of mind, and reduce the anxiety, the stress related to, what's gonna happen tomorrow in my business? Oh no, what should I be working on? If we're always reactive, if we're always reacting to things that pop up, things that happen in our business, it really increases that level of stress and anxiety, and it causes us to not enjoy working on what we do. But if we instead are proactive, if we schedule our day the night before, then we know in advance, this is what I'm working on, and we have that peace of mind, we have that clarity to know exactly what it is that we're gonna do. And finally, another bonus of scheduling your day the night before is that it really helps you as you're sleeping and communicates to your subconscious mind that this is what I'm going to work on, and this is what I want you to optimize for tomorrow. And so while you're sleeping, your brain is working for you. And by the time you wake up, it already knows this is what I'm going to do and is going to help you do it in the best way possible. And our subconscious mind is a very powerful thing. And it's important that we learn how to take advantage of that to succeed as Muslim entrepreneurs. So that was it, my 5 biggest tips for how to schedule your day for success as a Muslim entrepreneur. I want you to share with me, do you have a tip that you want to share with the audience or with myself? Put it in the comments below. I want to know, what are your tips for optimizing your schedule, for optimizing your day? And of course, subscribe and like this video for more content, because we're really working hard to bring you beneficial videos like this. They're going to help you on your journey to level up as a Muslim entrepreneur, grow your business, and really just achieve success and thrive. So we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.